what's up, guys? We're back again with a new meta Golem deck that has been crushing ladder at top 1,000 in the world. Golem Battle Healer is something that no one ever expects. But in double and triple elixir, you can stack up enough battle healers that you out-heal your opponent's damage. Players will be shocked when they can't finish off your electro dragons, executioners, and cannon carts. And then they'll get shocked again by the electro dragon stunning all of their stuff. Usually, Electro Dragon and Battle Healer is only used with Elixir Golem. But after the recent rework, Elixir Golem became garbage. A couple top ladder players thought, hey, why not just use a Golem that doesn't give my opponent Elixir? And it seems like a much stronger strategy for me too. The only real downside of the strategy is it's going to cost a lot more Elixir. So you're only going to be able to stack up multiple Battle Healers and all the supporting cards behind your Golem in double Elixir. If you can play safe until the late game, this deck becomes one of the most disgusting and dirty strategies I've ever seen in the game. So let's take Toxic to a whole different level, jump straight into some ladder games, and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. All right, so we got a game against Infinite Benji. I could have not thought of a better name to play against. Infinite Battle Healer spam, brother. And there's no chance that my deck works until double elixir, so I'm not even going to think about going in for golems until then. If you look at our deck, every single one of the cards in the deck costs so much elixir, so like, why would I overspend? Why would I ever make a miscalculation and be like, hey, you know the optimal strategy? Going in for a golem right into an Inferno Tower and then not being able to do anything. I am going to Lumberjack here just to guarantee that we're able to finish that off faster. And then I'm going to go in for a mirrored up Lumberjack as well, so then the goblins don't ransack my tower. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I don't know if I'm able to kill this. I might be forced to go in for a tornado. Yeah, I think I'm forced to go in for the tornado so the Dark Goblin dies. Dark Goblin gets finished off real fast and no damage from the Valk. But as you guys can see, we're just striving to survive. Like, this is not a comfortable position to be in. If I go for Executioner, can that hit all the goblins like a bowler? I don't know. I genuinely don't play Executioner that much, so I'm just here learning with you guys. The other thing about this deck is I don't have a big like spell to break through buildings. So, like, if he goes Inferno Tower, I can't like clobber that with a lightning like you typically would with Golem. So you kind of want to build up a lot of stuff. Maybe have like the cannon cart snipe a building if it's super high, or if you can get your opponent to feel like, you know, they're in a comfortable position and you stack up a raged up Electro Dragon and chained onto their units and then also hit the Inferno Tower, that feels really good too. Yo, the Battle Healer is going to stop him from crossing. So the only thing that's scary for me right now is... Ooh, wait, no, this is really good. I just need that Inferno Tower to expire. I'm not going to spend any extra elixir here. I'm just going to go for Cannon Cart in the back, let the Inferno Tower expire, and then go in for our Golem at the right point. So this is looking really, really good. Cannon Cart's going to trade relatively well with a Dark Goblin. It's going to kill it. He's going to Fireball as well. Ooh, that's kind of weird. I think it's okay for us to go Golem because the Cannon Cart is protecting my tower. So if he decides to go in for a Goblin Drill, it's just going to get shut down. So he can't necessarily do that. I could also mirror up Golems. I've never done that before as well, but maybe that's a strategy. I can mirror up Battle Healers as well. I think mirroring up the Battle Healers is the play. Or maybe stacking up 2 dragons. Yeah, I'm going to stack up 2 dragons so we have a higher probability of like locking onto the Inferno Tower. Also using Tornado with the double dragons will be pretty fun as well. Chain, chain, chain. Come on, baby. No, don't die, don't die. Just reset the Inferno Tower. You had one job. Okay, so Electro Dragon's going to stay alive. This is basically a better Elixir Golem. Elixir Golem got nerfed to the point that I wouldn't play it, so I think if you like Elixir Golem, this might be the deck for you. Wow. The fact that we're able to bait out the defensive Goblin Drill means that he has no offense for a long period of time. I can Executioner here in case he wants to go for a Valkyrie to support it. So then we would be able to, you know, splash onto everything at once. Just feels a bit safer. And then I'm going to go for a Battle Healer in the back. The great thing about this is he doesn't have Rocket, so he can't stack up too much stuff and wreck us. And I feel really comfortable just cycling a Battle Healer into that because it's going to take forever to die to the Valkyrie. And then even if you spam more stuff, you're not going to break through that. I'm sorry, man. It's just not how the world works. Battle Healers stay alive forever. Yo, the Golem's going to go around to protect us from the Dark Goblin. That's insanely good. Okay, so we're going to go in for a Cannon Cart whenever I get the chance. I want to use the Cannon Cart as some type of body block. So it's going to get the targeting for both of the Inferno Towers, so it's not going to, you know, let the Golem get melted. Notice how the Golem is staying alive forever, and then I can use the Electro Dragon. Let's go! That Cannon Cart saved my butt. The fact that the thing stayed alive and soaked up all of the Inferno Tower was basically just playing football for our quarterback, and the Golem just threw a Hail Mary. We scored a touchdown, and we walked away with a win. GG, well played, and peace out, Benji. Infinite Benji got a taste of the infinite heal. So getting into the game, you guys already know the deal. This deck is all about counter pushing and waiting until double elixir. So you guys know I'm not going to try to make the first play. If I can just chill until double, I'm going to do that every single time. This guy goes in for Goblin Drill, so obviously going to be a bit more difficult this time with a Golden Knight as well. I'm going to try to defend this while going in for like a battle healer and the right-hand side and having the Golden Knight dash to it and then using my cannon cart. We completely debated him. That feels so good too because, you know, the battle healer baited out an extra 1 elixir dash and now we can crash a cannon cart into him. I don't think it's going to work out so well because it's looking like a P.E.K.K.A deck now, but we'll see if we can tornado the Magic Archer into that so then we can finish it off a bit faster. And it gives us a bit of extra heal. I don't think the battle healer is able to heal through a tower and a Magic Archer, but you know, just let me think that for once in my life. Let me be optimistic out here. If I go Executioner in the back, it's not a bad decision. I think it's okay to do double Executioners even. Because Executioner is a difficult card to defend. It has such good splash damage sometimes with the double brothers on both sides. I wonder what this guy's going to do. If he activates King Tower, I'm going to look like a fool, but I don't think that's possible anymore. Is this Barbarian Barrel going to counter a level 16 Executioner? I said it was hard to counter and then that happens. That's the worst elixir trade of my life. I just dedicated 6 elixir into 2. Oh, guys. I feel like a fool. I feel like I just got scammed, you know? It's like when you go on eBay and you try to buy something and it's just like you think that you got a really good deal and then you just got ripped off. Yeah, that's exactly what just happened to me. I'm going to go for a battle healer. We should be able to pull that to the side, make sure that the Royal Ghost is going to die, and then we can go for a Cannon Cart here. Reason why I'm going Cannon Cart further is because after the Giant Skeleton goes kaboom, we don't want to go into the bomb. That's just not something that I'm about. No, stop it, dude. All right, I think we're going to tornado this into the bomb, into the Cannon Cart. If it dies, that's awesome. All right, how are we going to play this? No, I hate the fact that you're doing this to me right now. As long as it doesn't dash to my tower, we're still in an okay spot, but this is a lot of elixir that I'm spending. At least the Lumberjack also has like a fast attack speed, so the Goblin that was on my tower got eviscerated in seconds. This is our time. This is our moment. This is our calling. You guys already know it's a losing way of playing the game is if you go in for your golems and single elixir, so we're never going to play like that. I'll go for our golem now, and then I can stack up some dragons, and the death bomb for the giant skeleton doesn't even kill my stuff, so I'm stoked to see how this works for us. I'm going to go in for an electro dragon, of course, and then we should be able to chain on all this stuff if we need to. I'm going to tornado, and maybe even Cannon Cart here, because if he goes, he's driving more stuff into our spam. He's actually doing it. Let's go. Let's stack up more healers. More heal equals more win. My goodness, we're going to get 3 of them on the map. Guys, this just doesn't feel fair. He can't kill it with the death bomb. He wasn't able to kill the battle healers with a giant skeleton. That feels like a colossal giant failure, my dude. This is the best version of Elixir Golem that isn't Elixir Golem. Don't play Elixir Golem. Play this deck as I said before. I think I'm going to start screaming that at the top of my lungs by the end. I never knew a deck this good with Battle Healer existed. We're going to be in a lot of trouble if we decide to cycle something and it's not double. So just going to chill, relax, and wait, and try to get a much better fate in double. So he actually let me to double elixir safe and sound, so I can go Cannon Cart in the back and feel pretty comfortable doing that. Obviously, he's going to have to do something big. Oh, all right, well, P.E.K.K.A. It wouldn't be a good golem deck if you weren't able to beat P.E.K.K.A. sometimes. So I'm going to try to stack up as many battle healers and electro dragons and try to break through one of the best counters in the game traditionally to golem. You know, it costs around the same elixir, yet the P.E.K.K.A. does damage, and he's also going to have tombstone. So this is going to be way harder than usual. But the P.E.K.K.A. took so much damage from the Cannon Cart. That's pretty incredible. If we stack up multiple battle healers, can we break through this? Is there a will? Is there a way? Is there a strategy to be made? Hypothetically, if I tornado and then the golem explodes, can we pop on all those zappies? All right, so we weren't able to kill all the zappies, but the Electro Dragon's stacking up some serious work. And the P.E.K.K.A. isn't able to kill the battle healers because it just keeps getting reset by the Electro Dragons. And then they're raged up and they're going to lock onto the tower. Okay, this is kind of working insanely well. Come on, Electro Dragons, let me beat P.E.K.K.A. Let me feel good about myself. This is dumb. This is just straight up unfair, right? I just broke through zappies, P.E.K.K.A. with Mother Witch and Tombstone. Traditionally, one of the best defensive decks in the entire game to any beatdown deck. If you play a regular Golem or Electro Giant deck into that, you should automatically lose. But Battle Healer Heal operates a little bit differently and flips the matchup entirely in your favor. When you stack up Electro Dragons and have Battle Healers, The P.E.K.K.A can't even attack your stuff. All right, so you guys know the deal. Just gonna chill until double. If he doesn't want to cycle anything, I'm not gonna give him any trouble. Fortunately, he goes in for the fly machine. That's not what we wanted to see. I wanted to chill, relax, and vacation, dude. You know what? It's not that bad that the battle healer is gonna get... Oh, actually, that's terrible. The battle healer was supposed to take the damage. But I think we're playing against Giant Skeleton again. This has to be a Giant Skeleton deck. We see Baby Dragon. No, it's a Golem deck. It's Golem versus Golem, but my Golem deck's better. My Golem deck's stronger. It's more reliable. I've got Cannon Cart. Unfortunately, the Cannon Cart does die there. That's not going to get a hit on the tower. I wish. He's BMing me right now. He's giving me the angry face because he's up right now. He's feeling good about himself. Okay. If I go Golem in the back and it's Golem versus Golem, I don't feel bad about this because if he goes and spams other side with support cards, I activate King Tower Tornado. If you're playing Golem versus Golem, you want to go for Golem before your opponent. A lot of times because if you're dropping support cards and then they Golem, you're kind of just wasting stuff. Like, let's say I go Lumberjack and he Golems. He just eats all the Lumberjack damage on his Golem, and then he ruins me, and I feel like a failure. So I don't really want that to happen. Okay, so the Electro Dragon should be able to chain on to most of his stuff. We'll see how well this works for us. Chain is working out pretty well. I think I want to stack up double Electro Dragons because I haven't seen anything that scary from our opponent. Oh, you know the good thing? I can go Battle Healer and should be able to soak up all of the damage too. So it's like, you think about it, your supporting cards are just simply way better than theirs. So if he fireballs, that's okay. It's actually a very smart decision to do that. But at the same time, I can Lumberjack and tank, or I can go in for a Cannon Cart and tank, or I can go for like an Executioner and tank. There's so many different things at my disposal. I decided to go for Cannon Cart because it's got more HP. And I think that that's a good play because if you went in for like any bridge spam, it would also be able to target that as well. So I don't know. I felt like he was going to spam more ground cards and he didn't do it. He made me look like a little bit of a fool. Oh man. Can I just stack up Executioners and then Electro Dragons and be okay? I think we're set up for success out here. So yeah, he's going to go in for the clone. We're holding the Tornado for that because it looked like it was a clone deck, but I couldn't be 100% sure on that. Whenever you see Lumberjack with Lava Hound, it seems like clone because not many Lumberjack balloon decks with without the bowler, right? So that's just what I was thinking. Okay, so the skeleton army is just going to get completely killed, and then I can go in for a Lumberjack and I can go for a Cannon Cart. And the reason why we're playing so aggressive right now is because I think the Lumberjack's going to push the Cannon Cart, and then because he has no skeleton army, he can't defend the ground stuff. So even if you would take my tower with the like Lava Hound push and a flying machine, you're going to lose your tower because you don't have your skeleton army in your hand, and that is the only ground card that can possibly stop a Cannon Cart that's raged up from a Lumberjack. Super easy win. As you guys see, if you're ever struggling against annoying clone decks, this deck eviscerates them. All right, let's see if we can keep up the streak, guys. You already know the deal. Not going to cycle a single thing until double elixir. That's how this deck works. But every time that happens, someone's just going to spam me. Fortunately, this is the one person that's waiting. Please let it last until double. All right, so it's double elixir. Going to cycle the Cannon Cart, and we play against Royal Giant. So in this type of matchup, you definitely want to go for the Cannon Cart in the same side as the RG. But, you know, we got to roll with what we have. He probably is going to have either Fireball or Lightning with this deck, so I don't know if we can keep this alive. I'm going to try to. I'm going to use my Lumberjack, and I'm going to Executioner in the middle. The reason why Executioner in the middle is because I don't want to eat too much damage from the Skeleton Army. I'm going to Tornado that back, make sure he gets no damage up in here, and this is pretty good. The only thing I dislike about this is my Executioner will 100% die for no value. He's just not going to be able to give me anything, right? Oh, he kills a... Wait? Are you serious? Okay, Executioner, you had to shut me up real quick. He shut down everything. This is absurd. I can go for double Battle Healers. I don't think I'm going to lose my first Battle Healer if I go in for another one. Oh my gosh. Do my cards just not die? Are we invincible? Yo, I'm going to Tornado your Royal Giant into my units, then we can heal it up faster. You thought you could kite me to the other side? How about a surprise? Oh, man. His Royal Giant just became a feeding frenzy. He was fish food for me right now. I'm a great white shark. We're cannibalizing everything. There's nothing he can do to stop this. This is quite possibly one of the most toxic decks I have ever played in Clash Royale. This is so much better than Elixir Golem. I mean, Battle Healer probably needs a nerf if people discover this thing. And after that win, we're 9,700 in the world. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.